We're not doing this. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You are not doubting yourself. All that. All that bullshit. All that. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, do you think they like me? All that it. You gonna be you regardless. You gonna do you regardless. Those who come, come. Those who don't, don't. Peace and love, baby.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD.
Anyways, I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Hey, come on, everybody. I know that you are what? Something special to you. I'd be what? Always faithful. Come on. Okay, you know what? It's too early for all this. Too early in the episode. Hello, guys. Welcome to As Your Big Sister with your host, me. Asia, my queen. That is me. That is she. I am where I want to be. How are you guys doing today? Good? Good. So, you guys just experienced me giving myself a pep talk. This is not serious. It's not serious. It's a very small issue. I'm shadow banned on TikTok, and I've been working so hard on my videos with editing and just coming up with things to talk about. And my friend is like, I think you're shadow banned because I never see your videos. And I used to always see your videos. And someone else said the same thing. They're like, oh, girl, it's nice to see you back. I said, I've been here. There ain't no back to be at. But, you know, it's okay. It's all good. Because, you know, the talent is going to take me. You ain't going to get into my head. You won't break my soul. Hey, you won't break my soul. I'm telling everybody. Everybody. Speaking of breaking my soul, I got a heartfelt email the other day. I wouldn't say email, it was emails. Very long emails. If you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen me talk about it. Basically, one of our listeners will no longer be here with us. No, she did not die. She said she's done with me. She has to love me from a distance. She said that she didn't like the joke that I made about interracial couples loving Martin Luther King Day. Then she added on the fact that I'm privileged and materialistic, and she has family just like me, and she has to love them from a distance too. And to that I say many things. A lot of things. I say, how do you gain that type of love for me to where you have to love me from a distance if you don't know me? You know what I mean? Like, there are people that you have to love from a distance, and it's not because you chose to love them. It's, you know, just throughout time. That's what happened. Conditioning, all these things. And you don't like the way they behave. So you're like, okay, let me get out of here. Why? I'm so confused how I deserved that type of love that your family gets and you don't even know me. So I was like, okay, that's confusing. And also, sis, come out the closet. Come out, baby. Tell people that you're dating Jake. Jake deserves to be shown off. Jake deserves celebration. Because there's no way you're upset at a black woman making an interracial couple joke. And it's not a joke. I mean, you know, every joke comes from truth. But I'm just confused at you being upset about that joke if you're not in a relationship with a Chad. And it's okay. That is all. Come on now. I was a white man slayer when I was a child. Wait. Okay. One thing about me, I loved me a white boy when I was growing up. Baby. Troy Bolton. All over my walls, pillows, just obsessed. And then I started dating this dude in the 6th grade that had the Troy Bolton haircut, and I thought I was the shit. I was like, oh my God, I got me a Troy Bolton. So it's all good. I could have been you. I could have been you. So it's all good. Come out. Or you probably have posted that too. You probably were like, I'm so happy Martin Luther King stood up for our love. And you were like, oh, this fucking bitch. Because has someone ever made a joke and you're like, oh my God, like I've done that. And now I'm like really embarrassed. I was watching a podcast and they were talking about how weird people look on ellipticals. And I was on an elliptical. And also recorded myself on the elliptical. I was like, hey, I like slowed down, bitch. I said, I stopped mid. So she was probably laying in bed with him, listening to the podcast, and they looked over at each other like, damn, we did that. We do this every year. So sis, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me over something you did. And that's what I hate. I hate when guilt hits and then they gonna blame you. Sis, you did it. You did the Which reminds me, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I said I wasn't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. There's this person that, it's not that I don't like this person. It's just, something happened to where I was like, okay, you don't respect me, so let me distance myself, okay? It's all good. Don't have any beef. I think she is so amazing. She's so beautiful, all those nice things, but it just wasn't a respectful situation that had happened, and I just want to leave it there. So I guess she had shown up somewhere that I was at, and I was with my partner and some of my cousin's friends, and she had asked the people that I was with if I was talking shit about her. And the people that I was with had told me that she had asked that. And the thing is, I didn't even know she was there. And I was like, so confused. Like, I wasn't upset that the fact that she asked that, because whatever, that's how you get down. That's how you get down. But it's like, it's just so annoying when someone accuses you of doing something that they would do. Why would I be at a party with bomb ass music? Because let me tell y'all, I was shaking ass. When I tell you I was bumps and a bump. I was bent over, ass out. My girlfriend was grabbing me. Like, it was so dirty. Okay? Why would I talk shit about someone there if I'm shaking ass? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. So I was like, okay, like I wasn't stressed about it at all. I was like, okay, like, guess she wanted to know this. But obviously you just have some work to do with yourself, because you accusing somebody of doing something is like, are you assuming that I would do that because that's something that you would do? And the answer is yes. The answer is fucking yes, because why would I be outside like this, enjoying myself, celebrating, and pausing to whisper about you? And that's the thing that be having me so annoyed with people. I feel like all of us, including myself, we think we're way too important. Like, We think that we are just the center of everybody's attention. Get a fucking grip. Like, honestly, get a fucking grip. Nobody's talking about you. Nobody cares. Everybody's just vibing. Like, I was with my brother. I was with my cousins. I was with so many different people. And I was looking so good, girl. When I tell you the body was, hot. The body was, hot. The body was looking crazy. So I was like, and I just found out about this, by the way, so that's why I'm talking about it, because this party was a long time ago. I think having a healthy relationship with you being the main character should be the goal, because people literally take this shit way too fucking far. They take this main character shit way too far. So far that they're stressing themselves out. Is so-and-so talking shit about me? I am a grown-ass woman. Like, extremely grown. Like, so grown that my knees are starting to hurt. So grown that someone checked up on me saying, hey, are you okay? I saw that you have gray hair now. Like, I am that elderly. I'm really not, but in my spirit, I am that old. So I just don't get down like that. I never was the type of person to really get down like that. Like, not even high school and stuff like that. I just wasn't a catty person in that way. My nervous system is too fucked up to go through drama like that. But I mean, between the situation about the emails and what I was told about somebody asking if I was talking shit about them, you guys feel too important. Like, let's work this down. We got to have a healthy balance of, I don't want you to think that you are just a piece of shit. But also, you walking around thinking everybody's looking at you, everybody's talking about you, everybody's doing this. I'm like, okay. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and be like, oh, is it because you do this? Like, I know somebody that steals so fucking much. When I tell you, they will steal the stank off shit, but always accusing people of stealing. I was at their house one time, and when I left, they called me talking about did you steal my remote control? Steal your remote control? What am I going to do with it? I said, no. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We got off the phone. Motherfucker gonna call me again talking about I know you have my remote control. Okay, if you don't get off my fucking phone, what am I gonna do with the remote control? It's because you steal. You steal so fucking much. You go around and you cause ruckus all over the fucking place, and you think people are doing that same thing to you. Ma'am, sir, I do not want to zip line to hell with you. I'm good over here. I promise. It's just whack as fuck. I'm like, okay, don't get me mixed up with you. Do not get me mixed up with you. I'm not like you. I could never see myself being at a party, itty bitty piggies on, and I'm talking about pause. Because one thing about me, I hate a whispering ass motherfucker. I hate whispering. Nigga, if you don't talk, if you don't put some motherfucking bass in your voice, I don't like that shit. I don't like that clicky shit. I don't like did you know that so-and-so did this, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm like, again, I'm not you. You're not me. Don't be accusing me of shit that you would do. I think that's what we need to peep a little more. It's like, why are you so cautious of this? Why are you able to point this out so quickly? Why do you always think everybody's out to get you? Everybody wants what you got. Everybody is like, That's what I had to peep more about myself, because for a minute, like I told you guys last episode, I was getting really, really frustrated, and I think that's natural. But I was getting really frustrated at the fact that I'm just raised around so many liars. Like, it's, guys, when I tell you my dad lies so much, it's like really, really bad. It's actually really concerning. And the thing about that also is like, I have to literally have a conversation with a lot of people in my family, and I have to literally, I can't listen exactly to what they're saying because I have to decipher what's the truth and what's the lie. Because I'm not going to entertain lies. So I'm not going to reply to lie. I'm not going to like dance on lies with you. My dad dead ass, like, he gave me a ring that he said was my grandpa's, right? And my grandpa passed away in November of 2023. And I had to question whether it was really my grandpa's or not. That's how bad the man lies. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how my mom spent that much time with him. This is no shade to my dad, but like, I don't know how my mom did it. Because she be lying too, but that's neither here nor there. But she's one of them people that lie that like, you believe it because she's so honest about a lot of other things. Like she's so straightforward about things. Like she's the type of person that if you ask her, hey, like, is this outfit cute? She will tell you no if she thinks no, right? So you think, oh, this person's so straight up. Sis be lying as well. So like growing up with so many liars, it's just so frustrating. And I would always talk to my girlfriend about it, and I would always be like, oh my God, here they go lying again. Here they go lying again. And it would really irritate me. And I was like, okay, let me check myself. Let me make sure I'm not such a fucking liar anymore. Cause like, y'all, one thing about me, I was going to tell a lie. But now I tell the truth so much that the truth be getting me in trouble. But honestly, I start to think like this, like, what are you going to do? Bend me over and whoop me? Yes, I'm late for work because I woke up late. I'm not late because there was an accident. I'm not late because of this. I'm not late. I'm not doing it anymore. Oh my God. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just going to have to chalk it all up. Charge it to the game. Because I'm just like, it just sucks when you have to question reality all the time. Question how you grew up. Question if this was real when this person told you this. Like, there are so many stories that get told about my family. Like one story being that my great aunt went missing after unaliving her husband who was putting his hands on her. And this was back in the day. So nobody was gonna save her. And I question if that story was real. And the only person that could confirm that story was my grandpa, and he's no longer here. So it was just like, there's so many things. Like, I had an Uncle Pig, I guess. Okay, let me put that asterisk. I had an Uncle Pig that I guess he was getting beaten up by a white dude, and he snatched the white dude up and did what he had to do and ran away. Do I know if this is real? No, I do not. Last story. My dad told me that my grandpa was in the military and kept escaping. I talked to my grandpa about it, and my grandpa said, no, that's not what happened. I was in the military, yes. And this guy tried to put a snake on me, and I whooped his ass, and I had to leave because, it was back in them days. And then that was it. But my dad told me that he kept getting caught and brought back. And I understand that it could be like a miscommunication in words and, telephone and stuff like that. But based off of my dad. My dad is a storyteller. My dad loves to write. He has books and all that. Keep the lies in the books. This is not even what this episode was supposed to be about. Liar, liar, pants on fire. It was not supposed to be about that. We are talking about losing relationships after recovering from a dark time. I grew up around a lot of people who were in poverty. Okay. Which means, their parents on drugs or not even there. There would be some people that I'm like, does this person even have parents? Like, no one was showing up to the basketball games. No one was showing up for parent-teacher conferences. And because we grew up in that environment, we really bonded over trauma. We bonded over not having a daddy. Because when I was 14, my parents broke up, and you know how that goes. When the woman doesn't want to be with a man, he just feels like he doesn't have any more responsibilities, because it's like, you don't want to be with me, so why would I take care of my 5 kids? My mom would get on the phone and try to talk to him about what we need and all these things, and he would just want to beg about being in a relationship. So back to what I was saying. So because I grew up in a environment where we bonded over trauma, I continued to make relationships over bonding and trauma, right? Because, a lot of people don't think that they're having a deep conversation if it isn't about our deepest, darkest, nastiest times of our lives. So those conversations would happen very quickly when I would meet somebody. I've talked about this before about oversharing. I think that was last episode, where I would be like, okay, let me prove my worth. Oh, I was shot when I was 9. I was raised by drug addicts, and I didn't have a dad for a portion of time, and my grandmother was murdered. Like, I would do all of that, right? So now that I don't identify so closely with trauma, I feel like in conversations I don't have much to say. I just be sitting there, just looking at people, enjoying. Oh, how are you doing? Good. So how are things going? Like, everything is just like, it doesn't really get as quote unquote deep as it used to. And I feel a little afraid that I'm not going to be able to connect with people as much now that I'm not in a depressive state. Like, even with, the TikTok situation that I was just talking about, how I am shadow banned, there was a feeling that I got that I was like, am I not connecting with people as much because I'm not talking about how sad I am about a situation or how depressed I am about this and that like I used to? And I mean, that could be a part of it because, people do like when you share those kind of stories because, one, a lot of people can relate to everybody can relate to being in a fucked up position, but also people feel like you're so transparent and you're so real when you share those stories. And that's not necessarily true. There are people who are straight up fucking liars, manipulators, opportunists who share those kind of stories, but they share it because, oh, this is going to get the likes. This is going to get the comments. So it's not coming out of a genuine place of, oh, I want to share this because I want to help another person. I want to share this because I feel a need to express myself in this way. So like I said, there's a big part of me that fears a lack of connection with people now that I'm not saying that I'm not sad. There are parts of my life that do really upset me, but I'm not constantly looking through that lens, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not constantly looking through the lens of a woman that has parents that don't give a fuck about her. I used to constantly feel like, oh, if my mom can't love me, then how is a friend or a partner going to love me? Like, the person that literally birthed me does not care about me. So how could anybody else? Like, I used to really think like that. So now that that's not my lens, it is a part of me. And I think it'll probably forever be a part of me that I have lost my relationship with my parents. But it's not something that I'm like, this is me. This is who I am. I am a woman without parents. I am a woman with a scorned relationship with her mother. No. I remember when I first started therapy, my therapist asked me if aliens came and did not know who humans were or what humans were, never seen a human, how would you describe them? And I think that's such a fiction way of looking at aliens. Aliens know exactly who we are, what we look like, and how dumb we are. But for lack of better words, how would you describe humans? How would you describe a person? And I think I'm still building a sense of identity separate from events that has happened that I have no control over. So it's still to this day that question is like, who are we? Who am I? I think I know who I am based off of my morals and, the things I would and would not do. But like the depths of me to describe it with words, I don't know if I have the vocabulary for it yet. I think I'm at the point where I have to just learn how to have conversations about being happy and things working out and being in a place where I know exactly where I'm going. I know that I'm in the place that I need to be. And I'm very sure that things are going to work out the way they need to. I want to have more conversations about that. And I want to learn how to expand conversations like that. Because I don't have a lot of vocabulary about joy. And I made a TikTok actually about it. I know there are some people out here that don't have anyone they could share their good days with, but me, hand it over. I want it. I want to know that you looked in the mirror the other day and you saw that your ass was getting fatter. I want to know that the bank refunded your overdraft fees. Now you can get your nails done. Put it in my hand now. Those of you who are listening, I'm sure there are people that you just cannot tell anything good to because they are going to find a way to spin it on some negative shit. You tell them, oh, I got a raise today. Oh, make sure you know that this job isn't forever. And it's like, bruh, you want to say all this before a congratulations? Why would you say that even in general? Let's celebrate the fact that I got this raise. Some people cannot pause and acknowledge the good things that are happening in their life because they are constantly always looking forward to something bad happening. It's like, baby, don't put that shit on me. Keep that with your shit. But you have to know who those people are and keep the good news to your fucking self. Or give it to somebody that you know is thriving or can receive good news. Because some people just can't. I can't even stand to even be around people who can't seem to receive good shit. I can't do it. I cannot do it because I find a reason to celebrate shit. I'm excited about everything. I tell you guys this all the time. This is my first time being on Earth. Okay? So there's a lot of things that I'm like, oh shit. Oh, what? What the? So it's like a person like that literally cannot be around people who are like, okay, yeah, like, I mean, that's nice, but I mean, how much is the car payment? Or that's nice, but I'm sure they aren't able to pay that mortgage, or I'm sure they won't be able to do. Bitch, if you don't get your negative Nancy ass the fuck away from my blessings, taking it, putting ketchup all over it and shit. Get the fuck. Because sorrow and pain is inevitable, every moment we have every good news that we get, we need to celebrate. I'm talking about taking your hat off and smacking it on your knees. It's like, because you react to bad shit, there is a reaction that happens when shitty things go on. So why can't we react to the good shit? But like I said, some people just will not get the good news. Will not get my good news. You will have to hear it on my Instagram story, or somebody's gonna have to motherfucking tell you, because no, you ain't about to come over here and fuck this shit up, baby. Absolutely not. The last thing I wanted to touch on is a tweet that I seen from JT from the City Girls, right? So let me. She said, telling someone they getting skinny or big is insulting. Just say you look good or something in that area. See, so this is where I start thinking about the people who brag about being blunt. I'm so honest. It's so funny because you're not honest with yourself. Car about to get repoed, lights turned off. You got to wash your face with candles lit all over the place, but you want to tell somebody that they gaining weight. It's so crazy, so convenient how the honesty skips your life. And this is no shade to anybody who has had their car repoed or car is about to get repoed, because baby, I've had to park my car in another apartment complex. Did it work? No, they took that motherfucker. I was like, wait, hold on. I didn't know they had trackers, but that's neither here nor there. This is no shade to y'all. But do you know what I wasn't doing when that was happening? I wasn't on people's pictures talking about you getting fat, you gaining weight. That should be irritating me so bad, because I be seeing people talk about people from high school and they'll be like, oh my gosh, she gained so much weight. Motherfucker, we were 15. We were children. This is now grown up weight. I just had a child, not me specifically, but this woman just had a child. This person is now an adult. You're judging me off of the weight I had when I was 15. And it breaks my heart when I see women talking about I miss this weight. You were 12. You were 12 years old. I hate to say it, but things didn't kick in yet. What your body is going to look like has not kicked in yet, because you're a child. So we're chasing after an image that we had when we were 14 years old. I'm never going to be as skinny as I was when I was 14. It's not happening. And when you guys see it happen, please check up on me. It's just not, it doesn't work that way, because I'm a grown ass woman. It's not their fault, because I'm sure they know that there are people who are sending pictures of them talking about wait, is this Francesca from 9th grade? She looking big. I'm sure they know that people are doing that. And let me just confirm it with you, they are, because they be in my DMs. And I don't entertain the shit. Because I'm like, none of us are the same weight. None of us. I'm just like not interested as a grown ass woman to be like, I want to go back to my 8th grade weight. 8th grade. 8th grade? When the titties weren't tittying like they were? When the ass wasn't assing like it was? Okay. You know, and none of this is my business per se, but I just want to put it out there that you don't have to chase what's gone. And I understand us getting maybe into like into healthier shape and all of that. But looking back at pictures from when you were 13 and being like, wow, I miss that, is really toxic. It's like, let that little girl be, okay? Focus on your health, of course, but let that girl be, okay? Because that's when we were eating fucking Jolly Ranchers for breakfast. Like, were we really, like, let's be real, we weren't that skinny on purpose. We were eating Jolly Ranchers, hot Cheetos at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then going to PE class. Like, what were we doing? Oh, what were we doing? I remember this one time, I came up to my grandma, because I hadn't seen her in a long time. She was in her car, and I'm like, oh my God, hi, Grandma. And she talking about something. Oh my God, Asia, you gained so much weight. And I just paused and started crying. And I'm like, damn. Older women are so tough on women younger than them when it comes to weight. Oh my God. And then watch you get skinny. So now you on drugs. I'm like, okay, we can't win for losing. But let me tell you this. I called my dad crying about it. Boy. It was World War III. Because my dad already had the armor ready for my grandma. He already had some shit built up. Already. And he was so fucking pissed. He was like, you are not going to do that to my daughter. Because it's like, these are issues that I'm going to have to deal with. Because you want to be a dick. These are insecurities that I'm going to have to, because when I used to have like any type of problem, I would talk to my dad about like, hey, breakups and all that shit. So he's like, okay, 1, these are issues that I'm going to have to deal with. And he was like, 2, you're not going to try to raise my daughter in the way that you raised yours. You're not going to make my daughter insecure like you did to yours. I was like, ooh, my dad, when I tell you he drugged my grandma and she came over and talking about some sorry, and my dad was just hot. And I would be too. Don't comment on I think I was like 12, 13. Don't comment on my daughter's weight at all. I don't care how old she is. I don't give a fuck if she's 800 years old and I'm 900. Don't talk about my daughter's weight. Because I know what this world is going to do. So why are you, someone that is supposed to be the safe space for her, going to remind her of the world? That shit is what pisses me off. And maybe we're going to touch on that next episode, or maybe this episode. Fuck it. I have the time. I can't stand parents who are trying to teach their kid about the real world. The real world isn't gonna. Hey, stupid. No matter what, they're going to have to face the real world. So you should be the safe space for them. Because whether you teach me or not, I'm going to be there. And for you as my parent, should not remind me of the real world. You should not be treating me like the real world. That should be pissing me off. What are you talking about? In the real world, they ain't going to do this. You're my dad. You're my mom. I had to get on my brother about that because we were at we were going trick-or-treating, and my little cousin was scared of the blow-up ghosts. The little blow-up shits that they have in the front yards. So what did I do? I picked him up. He's 2-3 years old. But nigga, I don't care if you're 15. I'm going to protect you. Because in this space, because of our age gap, I'm supposed to be the person that that you can count on to protect you when you're scared. Okay? Why did my brother go? He needs to learn that to face his fears. I said, listen, he will never have to face a blow up ghost. Okay? He'll never have to face a giant fucking jack-o'-lantern. He'll never have to face that. So we never, ever, ever have to prepare him for this. Okay? I understand there are certain situations like sharing and telling the truth that we need to teach these children. Facing a jack-o'-lantern isn't one of them. It isn't. Encouraging someone to face their fears, one, isn't pushing them. It's, hey, I know you're really fearful about trying out for the basketball team, but you've worked hard enough and this is what you want. So let me be somebody that supports you through this. What can I do to make sure this is an easier ride for you? Not kick the kid in front of a jack-o'-lantern. You know what I mean? It's like these traumatic situations that I feel like people have been through in their life and they think everyone deserves it. It's like, how did that work out for you? And I'm not talking about my brother specifically. I'm talking about just people in general. It's like, how did that work out for you? And their response, look at me. I'm so great. Okay, well, do you want to break it down how you're not? We could start off by the fact that we're trying to kick a kid in front of a jack-o'-lantern that he's scared of. Like, how crazy do you look forcing a child to go trick-or-treating and the motherfucker's scared? It's like all these adults that are here that are supposed to protect you in your mind, and they're just not. Because I remember there being times when I was a kid where I needed to be protected. And I'm like, I'm looking at my older cousins. I'm looking at my mom. I'm looking at my dad. I'm looking at my grandma. I'm looking at my aunts. I'm looking at somebody bigger than me to protect me. And every time I had somebody come up and protect me, one, it's because I'm a girl. So, and people think, oh, be a man. Motherfucker, I'm 3. But again, I don't give a fuck if he was 15. I'm going to protect you. I'm the adult here. Nigga, to be honest, I don't even care if we were the same age. If you're scared, you're scared. Like, I don't get it. We don't have to do this life shit by ourselves. We don't. That's why we're all here. Like, you're scared, I'm not, let me help you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But there are people out here that are like, oh, nobody was there to protect me, so I think everybody should experience the same thing. No. And I could tell that it didn't work out for you because I could tell your nervous system is fucked up. Nigga can't sit down for too long. And like I said, I'm not talking about my brother, but motherfuckers can't sit down for too long. Motherfuckers can't concentrate on something for too fucking long. Nervous all the time. Always gotta be drinking, smoking. It ain't looking right. But everybody wants to teach somebody else a lesson. I'm like, no. I told him, see, this is why men are fucked up now. Is because people did not take care of their feelings. And he talking about something, no, you really want to know why? No, I know why. So let me pick my little baby up and we gonna get our fucking candy. And I'm gonna walk him on my hip right the fuck back. Because that is my job. As an adult, that is my job, is to protect these children the way they need to be protected. He communicated that he was scared. He said, I'm scared. I said, no problem, baby. I got you. And I don't give a fuck. But what nigga around here talking about something? Put him down. Fuck you. I'm making sure this baby is safe. Because I refuse to be that adult that they grow up thinking, oh, they weren't there for me. Ooh, that brings me chills. Oh, hell to the fucking no. Won't be me. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this episode up. I had too motherfucking fun. Like, it's almost an hour. I had too much fun. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to tell everybody that I'm beautiful, smart, kind, and sexy. Like, subscribe. I gotta head to the gym, y'all. We gotta work this shit out. Thank you again. Bye-bye.